Welcome back to the CV show. I'm Chris.
I'm Brandon.
Here we're filming live here in Milton at Warehouse 11.
The new one.
The new
warehouse.
Yeah, it's pretty nice
about.
in there.
Yeah, real nice.
Some nice big fans going around. Nice breeze in here. It's not too bad. So we got lids, we got cans. This is what we got. So everybody talks about cans.
Yeah.
And what it is.
Big part of the business.
We thought we'd just sit right in the middle of it, where all the action is.
Where everything is. So,
right, so that's great.
We'll touch more base on that here in a little bit, but let's go into one of my favorite subjects.
Yeah,
I got to pull up my list again because we're going to now touch base on the
weekly update.
All right, so here this week we got 8 new guys again. Pardon me again, I have to read off the list.
Yeah.
My memory's getting bad with my old age. All these guys from Virginia: Phil, James, Dean, Tim, Emerson, and Rachel.
Wow.
And then we have John from Muncie and Bruce from Hughesville. So welcome everybody.
Absolutely.
Glad to have you.
It's a good mix. You got Virginia, PA. That's great
good.
stuff.
Very
So again, we always say, welcome them to the company as you see them out there, help them, assist them. We're glad they're here.
Yes.
Let's try to make their experience, especially at the start, good. So.
And as I like to touch base every week, anybody out there, do the referral bonus. You get the referral. Tell them about us, about Watsontown Trucking. Have them fill out an app or reach out to myself or Tony, and we'll gladly get them through the process and get everybody on board.
So, again, how we doing on accidents?
Accidents this week, man, we're perfect. Another great week.
Another week, man. I like those good weeks. That's good.
No accidents, no DOT reportables, no work injuries, lost time. Just keep hitting the home runs, guys. I mean, it's a great job out there every day, day in and day out.
Like you said before, one day at a time, 1 week at a time, and just keep adding up.
Just keep adding up. Keep adding up. It's
so
good.
that's awesome, and I couldn't be prouder.
Yeah, it's always great. I mean, it definitely. I think around the whole business, it changes the morale.
Mm-hmm.
When they know we're not bumping into things and having accidents day after day, it definitely brings the morale up, and people are happier.
Yeah, absolutely.
Things are going good.
Well, that's great. That's good work from our team. So
absolutely.
Where are we going to next?
Well, now we have a special. So everybody knows Tom D always comments, and he gave us different perspective of
Big Tom D. Yeah, he likes to see what
he likes to pick it all out. Good comments. Which we love. We love the fact. Well, I always look forward to him, and I called him out on it the other week where he was delayed. But no, this week he took me by surprise a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, the other week, we want all kinds of topics, all kinds of hobbies. Another driver came in and asked me about vintage vehicles, and I thought that'd be a neat segment. If anybody has a vintage or an antique, I know that we have
Jim Embick.
Jim Embick has a truck.
Yep.
Lucas was saying about how he has a vintage motorcycle. So maybe we can get some screenshots and we can run through a couple of slideshow or two of that.
Absolutely.
But Tom did something a little different, and as he calls it, a little cheesy.
Yeah, a little
cheesy. So let's take a check.
Unique.
Yes, definitely a little unique. But let's look at this one.
All right, guys. I'm here in the comfort of my home on vacation, and I'm going to give you my talent for Watsontown Got Talent. So just pay attention to my ear there, and I'll show you.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle in the ears.
Just a little bit.
Not many people found I can do that, but there you go. Something a little cheesy for you. Guys, have a good one. Hope to see everybody real soon.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
I'm not sure you can do that, man. Yeah, you can. Can you do that with your ears?
No. I could do this. I don't got that down.
You like that beat, though, didn't you?
Yeah, that was good.
That was good.
Beat.
Yeah.
But Tom, thanks for that. That was awesome.
It's great. I mean, again, it's a hidden talent.
Really, I don't have enough words.
No,
describe
the
all
hidden
that.
talent that we all have. I mean, not too many people have it. I know
No.
I don't know too many people, so keep them coming.
Yeah, that was fun.
It
It really was. It was fun. We took something like that.
We added the music there to Tom,
Yeah.
so I hope you're okay with that because it made it a little bit better, I think. But
Yeah.
it was definitely a great video. Appreciate you putting that in there.
Well, we talk about we're sitting here in this warehouse, and we had this segment that we started a couple weeks ago. And it's called "This Is How We Do It." Sorry, I took the.
That's all right, man.
I felt like ready.
You felt it. You felt it. Well, let's watch it.
Let's watch. See what goes on.
This is how we do it.
It's Friday night and I feel alright.
Hey everyone, here we are outside our warehouse in Milton. We talk about cans, we talk about Virginia-based drivers, but what goes on? How did the cans get from Virginia into this warehouse and to the customer? Well, why don't you come with me and take a look? There you have it. Load in, put away, and load out. You know, you think about it, you got Watsontown Trucking, you got Patent Warehousing, streamlining from Virginia to PA. So this is how we do it.
Antonio, and he is like mesmerized by this. Like I brought him over here a couple weeks ago and saw it, and he couldn't believe it. I took a picture of him standing by the cans, and so he wanted to come over and see us film that, and it's really
impressive.
Cool.
So you and I just went down to Maryland on Monday, but to see what we see is all these trucks coming. We always say, why are we getting all these drivers in Virginia? Well, there's all these loads of cans coming up from Virginia to our warehouse. But where do they go from there? Some of the Virginia drivers may not know. They're just bringing them up to Pennsylvania, and,
right.
And so what we want to do is say, we talk about the family of companies, and we have Watsontown Trucking, we have Patent Warehousing, and then Watsontown Trucking then doing the final mile delivery. So it's all integrated there, and so we really wanted to show it and just show what these warehouses, taking those
pushing those cans all the way. That's a little scary.
Yeah,
you did that.
I can tell.
Right?
Yeah, so we first started the warehousing, and Warehouse 1. So now this is 11. Warehouse 1. The cans just go in there, and Rod and I were one of the first forklift drivers, right?
Good.
And so I had a little incident over there. I'm not proud of, but it caused fire trucks to show up. As I busted the gas line, and so we all had to evacuate. So those are good old days, So I give these guys a lot of kudos.
Now we have professional
forklift drivers. Yeah, right. So how far we come. So
That's right.
great job to everybody. Again, this is a lot going on here, and but again, just showing that how it all works.
Yeah.
And I think it's
How
such
it
a
all
great
comes
segment.
around, full, well-oiled machine.
Yep. So
Doing very well.
I guess we also last week we did, we leave off. This is how we do it, but we also had Steve Dawson last week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was. We kind of razzed him a little bit about
well,
his
we
performance.
put him on the spot.
Yeah, we did.
And then we called him out on it.
Yeah.
We kind of heckled him a little bit. And I'm not gonna lie, you and I had a good week with him in the office.
Right.
So he wanted redemption.
He did.
So
we brought him in, and so and we had a little fun. We kind of almost did a roast with him, and the question and answer with Steve D. That way, the audience get to know Steve a little bit. So here you go. Hey everyone, welcome to CB Studios. I'm here with Steve Dawson.
How you doing today?
If anybody stayed tuned last week during This Is How We Do It, we kind of surprised you in your office. And,
Yes, you did.
And then we kind of mocked you, said you were lost for words.
Right.
So, in a way to, bounce back from that,
Right.
I thought I'd bring you in the studio and do a little roast.
Sure.
So,
hey, I
are you up to
appreciate
it?
the opportunity for
Yeah,
the
we did this
comeback.
with my partner Brandon one time, and really, he had a good time with it. So
Good.
You ready?
And what
You
am
sure?
I, number 2 then?
You're number 2.
Huh?
Are you sure?
This is tough.
Are you sure?
I'm ready to
All
go.
right, here we go. First question.
Oh.
What's your favorite sport to watch, and who's your favorite team?
Oh, that'd be college football for
Okay.
sure, and the whole SEC.
Oh.
But Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. All right, good. That's awesome. If you could choose a superpower, what would it be?
Oh, a superpower. Boy, I would love to jump again.
See, there's some lore about your jumping ability.
There is. There's
all right.
an
Well, maybe we'll get to
underlying
that.
thought. Maybe later.
Maybe later. We'll save it. All right. Do you have a hidden talent?
Hidden talent? Singing.
Oh no.
Huh?
Singing?
Yeah, we might get to that later too.
Oh my God, this is. What's one hobby you'd love to get into? You're not doing that. I'd like to get into.
Play guitar.
Really?
Yeah, always.
Always had a dream to strum
yeah,
the guitar.
you know,
Yeah, me too.
big fan of guitarists.
All right, so this isn't too bad.
Huh?
This isn't too
great.
bad. You were
What's the
nervous.
next question?
You were
I'm
nervous.
ready.
You were nervous. What's one item you can't leave your home with?
Cell
Without-
phone.
Cell phone. You gotta
Probably,
have a cell phone.
probably mostly everybody's like
Yeah,
that.
I mean
huh?
this day and age, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What one song or artist that you're embarrassed to admit you like?
Oh boy. Oh. Embarrassed. How about Michael Jackson?
Ooh, I could see that.
Huh?
Back
in the day.
Back in the day, Bad
Back in the
Thriller.
day, he
I
had
mean,
some good songs.
Good songs.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I
Can
mean,
you live with that one?
yeah, I can live with that one.
Right off the
What's the
top of
first
my head.
concert you ever went to?
Oh boy. Maybe Counting Crows up at Montage Mountain.
Montage Mountain. That's a good place to see.
Back
a
in the 80s,
show.
90s. Great place.
Yeah. What's the top destination on your must-visit list?
Hawaii.
Why? Never been to Hawaii, huh?
Never been there.
You've been all over this country,
I have been all over
Yeah.
this country.
Yeah,
This
so
company
Hawaii-
put me there.
Yeah, whole company put you there. I mean, we're 48 states. We don't cover
telling
Hawaii,
you.
though, right?
No, we don't. I'd like to start a terminal there. though.
Right. What's your favorite place to eat out around here?
Oh, how about Texas Roadhouse?
Okay. Is that where they crack peanuts and you know?
It is.
Oh,
They-
okay.
That was before COVID, though. They don't, allow
They don't
that
do
no
that
more.
anymore?
You can't share peanuts no more.
What's your favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show? ESPN, Sports Center.
Okay. All right. What's your most hated household chore?
Oh, boy.
I know what mine is.
How about clean the litter box?
Yeah. Does Carrie give you that? Is that
Oh, that's my job.
That's your job.
And now we got a little Yorkie. Now I got to take him for walks, too.
Now
In
this
the middle of the night.
question, you're a little older. I'm not saying your age, but you're a little older. But maybe you do. I'm sure you and Carrie do. But
Oh, no.
what's your most used emoji?
Oh, boy.
You don't strike me as an emoji guy, but I bet he's a hidden emoji guy, don't you think?
No, I guess it would be. It's probably a little North Carolina Steve that I did with the thumbs up.
Okay.
Huh?
Which season is your favorite? So.
Well, everybody would say summer,
Yeah.
but I like fall.
Well, that
because of
goes along with college football, right?
Right.
Yeah. What's the weirdest food you've ever eaten?
Oh boy. Well, we went to Nashville one time, and we went to this hibachi place.
Yeah.
And they had the strangest noodles. that I've ever seen
Is that
coming
right?
from a hibachi place. Like they were moving. Nobody ate them. The lady at the table next to us ordered 2 servings.
Is that right?
She could have had mine.
So here's the last but not least, final question. What's your go-to karaoke song?
Oh boy, I would say Wagon Wheel.
Wagon Wheel.
Wagon Wheel. Did it one
See,
time.
you know what? This is awesome.
Huh?
So you don't, unbeknownst to you, your wife sent in a video.
Oh no, no, she did.
Yes, she did.
Was it edited?
I don't know. So
I
let's
hope you
let's
guys
take a
did.
look.
Huh?
Let's take a look.
Oh no.
Heading down south to the land of the pines, stomping my way into North Carolina, sailing up the road and praying to God to see headlights. I made it down the coast in 17 hours, rocking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers, and I'm hoping from Raleigh I see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me.
Dawson. That's amazing. That's a duet.
Tried my best.
That point at the end.
Right.
That's awesome. Where were you there? When
That was where were we? Probably the Country Hall of Fame. They had a little studio set up
Where's that? Nashville?
in Nashville.
Okay.
And that was a song that they made us sing.
You guys
I
did
had no
great.
choice.
Yeah, you said it was your favorite karaoke song.
Well, it is now.
You gotta talk to your wife.
Yeah,
She
we'll
sent
have
that
to do it.
in to us.
We actually were down there a couple weeks ago, and what did we do then? Some John Denver song.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
We don't have that on film.
No, that didn't turn out. Listen, the first one wasn't very good. You don't want to see the second
No,
one.
you know what? That's awesome. For her to send that in to us and get a clips of you. So hey, by the way,
What?
hold on. Let's get that special guest shirt up to you for us. Look at that,
Oh,
bud. Since
nice.
you came on here and put your song out there, and that's
Special guest.
Yes.
That's sweet.
yeah.
Hey,
So
thank you.
to the audience out there, this was fun. We got to introduce you. Last week you were lost for words. I know you were so in depth in your work, right?
Yeah,
That's
you
what
sort of-
we're-
you
that's
s-
what
they were
we're-
busy.
You can say that, right?
Right.
But this was an opportunity to get to the lighter side. But you have a serious role. You director of sales for the company, and what goes along with that. And I know you want to give it a little shout out to our drivers and employees of the company.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't typically have a platform for this, but we have a lot of tremendous customers that I am honored to go visit. And they do give a lot of positive feedback as far as our drivers are concerned. And we didn't have a platform before to reach out to the drivers to thank them for all the credit that they're getting at our customers, the way that they handle themselves, carry themselves. And they are a representative of our company while they're there. So you're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. We're getting a lot of good feedback from the customers when we go on site. So thanks to all of you.
Yeah, and thank you. You are out there selling the company, and the services that we provide. And I know it's easier to sell when we're doing well, and and our drivers are performing well and we're being safe. And we always say, get home to your family safely. So I know you issue that same sentiment as well. So again,
Absolutely.
appreciate you coming on set today and seeing
Surely.
the lighter side. of Steve
Absolutely.
Dawson. So thanks everybody.
Take care. Thank you.
What is it with when people are karaokeing with us, and they present, they're always pointing.
Always pointing. I think it's the amateur. Hey,
Look at me, right?
you know what I mean? Hey, how'd I do? Hey, listen, I'm going to give a shout out to Carrie.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that's tough to carry Steve the way
Yeah,
she did.
she did a great
but,
job.
Great job, Carrie. Great job, Steve. Carrie,
Yeah,
thanks for sending that video
I
in.
guess you have to give Steve kudos for the fact that he even sent that into us, to put it out there for everybody to see. Little being honest to many, Steve almost tried to attempt something similar to the CB show. However,
he
it was
did,
called
but-
the CFBR.
CFBR.
Yeah, it was like a news reporting for sports.
Yeah.
And he traveled the country, so I give him credit.
He did well with it. I
Yeah.
mean, he got some perks out of it, so good for him.
And
Kudos
Steve
to
does
that.
a great job, all fun aside, and he's director of sales, and he's out there, pounding the pavement, really, presenting our company in a great way. And, obviously with our drivers and the workforce here, we do a great job. So it makes his job a little easier,
Well, and
to
as
go
you're
in.
saying, I mean, he's presenting it.
Yeah, right.
I mean, you can talk about something, but until the rubber meets the road,
Right.
And us showing our performance, all it is words coming out of his mouth to a salesman or to a customer. So you guys do the great job, make things happen, and
again,
kudos all
hey,
around.
if you got a lead, anybody out there who's got some leads, you can send them to Steve or myself or you, and we'll get them to Steve.
get 'em out to
so
us.
absolutely, we always want to be growing and and expanding our reach. So again, I think that wraps up another great week. I'm really just blown away by the fact another 8 drivers. Accident free. The things that are happening here. We got new trucks that just came in. We got just so much new trailers. I mean, just so much happened day to day. It's fun. It's really a fun time.
I mean, it's phenomenal.
Right.
And so I'd like to wrap it up with that. Just another great week, and hopefully we put another one together next week, and we can just keep rolling with the week.
Yeah, and get home to your family safely. So
have a good weekend, everybody.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.